Hello, welcome to Ninja G's channel on YouTube. What you're looking at right now is the Dark Places engine for Quake. The Dark Places engine basically replaces the original Quake engine, gives it all sorts of fancy graphical upgrades, better lighting, better shadowing, better anti-aliasing, all that wonderful, glorious stuff that turns a rather unimpressive older game from the 90s into a reasonably decent looking modern game with colored lighting and transparent water and various other little touches and nuances that make it quite a bit better than its original incarnation. And for its time in the 90s, it was an impressive game. It was actually by far my favorite game from 1996 until 1999, probably. Several years in there. I actually got really involved in the modding community, and I built myself what was called a TC, or a total conversion of Quake, which was popular in the Quake modding community at the time. People would take the game and they would completely rebuild it into an entirely new thing. They'd add new levels and new weapons and new monsters, and just generally make it a completely different game using the Quake engine. And so I had a team. It was me and one of my friends from high school, and a fellow by the moniker of Maniac, who I met over the internet, who was our resident genius programmer. He actually went on to work at Google later, and he's got a pretty cool website called Workflowy that he's been doing recently. You might want to check that out. I'm a big fan of it. I use it myself to plan out various video game projects that I'm trying to develop. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to show off the total conversion that me and my friends made back in 1996, 97, 98, and 99. Yeah, maybe it was more like from 97 through 99. I think it was about 3 years that we spent working on the game. And it finally did get published, and it got about 8,000 downloads, which I was really proud of. Basically, when you load up Dark Places, it's going to have this automatically play. And what you want to do, if you want to actually load up the mod, is you have to go to Options, and at the very bottom, down here, you'll see Browse Mods. And if you've taken the zip file with my mod and you've unzipped it into the Quake directory, it'll be like the BM full folder inside of the Quake directory, wherever you happen to put that. Then when you open up the mods section here, it'll have a list of available mods, and I can hit right and it changes from off to on, and then I hit enter and it's going to start up the intro to the mod that me and my friends made. You can hear that music. We also had a musician that helped us out with several tracks that we have scattered throughout the game. There's not a music track for every level, but I think we had 4 or 5 of them that we used. Maniac made this really cool little intro here with the lightning and the blood drips. As you can see, the game is called Bloodmage, and the idea was that we were going to turn Quake into a sword and sorcery fantasy game. And this is why I'm such a big fan of Skyrim today. I've always been a big fan of the sword and sorcery genre, and I wanted to make a game of my own that was along that line, where you had spells and swords. You might actually see that, like, the ideas that we put into this mod for Quake are actually pretty similar to a lot of things that you'd see in a game like Skyrim. Well, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go to single player, new game. Destiny awaits. So here I am. You can see I'm holding a crossbow. I can shoot those arrows. Got some little torches on the wall. If I go down here, there's a very crude looking model of a man. And he says, "We've been expecting you, Bloodmage. Enter the teleporter matching your level of skill most accurately." He's the instructor. Now there's actually a little secret here. If you destroy that, you can drop down into there and it's going to teleport you through the expert difficulty. But for now, I'm just going to go through the one on the right, which is the hard skill setting. We have easy, medium, and hard. And that brings me out into the main hall here. I could go back and I could pick a different one if I wanted. Now here, there's another little secret. If you shoot the floor enough, there's actually going to be another thing underneath here where you can collect all of the weapons in the game and go into a version of one of id Software's original levels that's been retextured and has our monsters and everything in it. But I'm going to go into the regular campaign here. You can see there's another one of these fellows. It is time now for you to choose which realm you wish to enter. Step onto the lift at the head of this room to arrive at the Bloodmage gate. Now to get to my campaign you have to use the elevator, but we've also included, just for fun, you can go through this door to id Episode 3 and this one to id Episode 1. If you want to do all of id Software's original Quake episodes, they're all right there and you can play through them with our mod. But we have custom levels that I made, and I'm going to go up the elevator here and you can see that there's this little thing here that you can get on, and it'll take you to level 1. This moment marks the beginning of your quest, Bloodmage. You must retake an important Crimson Cathedral that the Dark Army has captured, and then proceed to hunt down the Warlock leader, Magicok. Wherever your journeys may take you, Bloodmage, remember that the fate of the land rests in your hands. The Warlock must be defeated. Sent assassins to kill me. This is the temple where the blood mages do all of their blood magic. And the evil warlock has sent his assassins to kill us all. Yeah, you can hear that. That's the evil warlock. Now I am getting killed. So this is the healing wand. While I hold it, I'm going to slowly regenerate health. Ouch. Oh, I died. I'm gonna have to be a little craftier than that. If I hit left and right, I've got spells. I've got healing magic, mega jump, torch, create missiles. I'm going to keep it on healing. You can see I can pick up gold. Die, you wyverns. Wyverns are very tough. I'm gonna have to run around in circles a little bit to try to avoid these enemies. Now anytime I come across a dead body, I can hit that button and it'll destroy the body and give me a little bit of health back. That's the power of a blood mage. Now while I'm holding this sword and shield, I take less damage when something attacks me. And while I hold it, I'm charging it up. 23, 24, 25. Destroy those skeletons. Now I don't have a whole lot of arrows, so I'm going to cast Create Missiles to create some arrows. Troublesome zombie. Gotta kill this wyvern. That warlock isn't pulling any punches on hard mode. You have to play very defensively. Keep on your toes. And those skeletons are tough because they'll get back up and they'll reform themselves. You can see that one's already back up on his feet. Alright, I just gained a level. Let's see, which button is my level? Current experience, 2086. Current level, level 2. Now every time I gain a level, I'm going to get more spells. So you can see I have level 2 spells, Conversion, Torch, Globe of Light, Slay Undead. That's a useful one. Water Breathing, that's useful too. But for now, I'm just going to create more arrows and put it back on healing. So I've got to kill this wyvern. I have to be careful because the wyvern, he is a fire-based creature and he explodes when he's dead. We have these trees here. I can actually go up to the tree and I can climb up into it. And I can hang out up here at the top of the tree and I can use this as a vantage point. Although I take some fall damage. Now I've got Mega Jump. I can cast that to get into secret areas like this. Now I've got the quad damage. And I can get up into this area. Now there's this magical item here. I got the hourglass and I gained experience. Now unfortunately here, this is the leader of the blood mages and he has been slain. So he is laying dead here. And these are other blood mages that are all burned up and destroyed. Soak up their power. Got some orcs up on skewers. Blood mages managed to kill a few of them. So here in the center you can see this lightning power shooting in through the Stonehenge column, and that's actually a teleporter. I can use that teleporter to teleport myself into enemy territory, so I'm gonna switch to my crossbow. Here I go.